Let's begin with a clash between some soldiers and the management of the popular Banex Plaza in Abuja. The Nigerian Army shut the electronic gadgets market in retaliation for the assault on 2 of its personnel last week. Some Nigerians through various social media posts have expressed outrage over the closure of the plaza. They describe the action of the military as an apt breaks. Gentlemen, okay, let me start with you. There are several stories out there, but how do you react to this?
I feel pained that this happened. I feel really pained because if you look philosophically at this development, it's in sync with the popular saying that in all wars, those who die are those who do not deserve to die. A place like Banex, there are usually hangers on, porters, people who do menial jobs here and there, thieves, never do wells, they hang around such places. Some are there to simply steal from you. But we have a situation in which such thugs descended on soldiers. Now the management of Banex is expected to look for those guys, identify them, and then hand them over to the army. This is difficult. I understand where the army is coming from. We can't have a situation in which people will simply take the law into their hands and be attacking physically those who are paid to protect you and I. We can't have that situation. We must respect our armed forces. I've seen people not just wagging their fingers at policemen. I've seen them even push policemen. I've seen people struggle with policemen, trying to dispossess policemen of their weapons. And now you are trying to extend that to the army. I've always said that, look, there are some of the disrespect that you show to the police that you dare not show to soldiers. But this is what we have seen. Nigerians who believe in jungle justice, and we have to find a way to discourage them. We have to find a way. It makes no sense to beat up soldiers, no matter what it is that they have done. Soldiers have, the military has within its laws how to deal with aberrant soldiers. And we see them from time to time make examples of bad soldiers, and even officers. We've seen people who rose to the rank of Major General disgraced from the army after a court-martial. Even in Plateau State, I was reading about some soldiers that were court-martialed the other day. Our armed forces deal decisively with the bad eggs within their ranks. But how many of the professions do that? How often do we see lawyers, even the journalists union, discipline their members who are guilty of aberrant behavior? So I detest the fact that they beat up those soldiers. And I can tell you that this is not an exaggeration. If any of those boys had a knife or a dagger, he would have stabbed one of those soldiers or both of them to death. If there was a tire, a disused tire in the vicinity of Banex, they would probably have garlanded those soldiers with it and set them ablaze. For what? So I hate jungle justice. But all I can do is appeal. I'm not going to sit here and abuse soldiers for locking up Banex. Never. I will never do that. All I can do is appeal that, look, collateral damage has happened. Collateral damage, in inverted commas, has happened. Look at Jumia and other businesses. That is where the bulk of the work their agents, their vendors get done. They are the ones who relate with these people, take phones to them and all that. You know, a lot of people buy their phones through Jumia. But they can't do that now because the place is locked up. People have lost billions of naira because the place has been locked up. And I doubt if the management can find those boys because these are not your everyday guys. These are, yes, layabouts, people that don't know Even you can't determine where they will sleep on a given day. People live for the day. You understand what? And they live for the day. They are barely surviving. So if it's under the bridge that they can sleep, now they will sleep. The next day, they will find somewhere else. How do they get them? So the army has to strike a balance. Yes, you have made a point. And I agree with you that an example has to be made. But how much longer are you going to keep Banex shut, causing innocent traders who did not get involved in the whole fiasco extreme pain? I can only appeal to them to please open the market. Temper justice with mercy. I'm sure the Chief of Army Staff is watching me, or he will eventually get to watch me. I was with him a little over a week ago. We were even cracking jokes. I said, it doesn't look like you will ever get fat in your life. And he said, people like you, Babajide, if we give you a parachute, it will not size you. You know, we were cracking a joke in the army headquarters inside the lift. So I know that he's a good man. He's a good man. I'm sure the Chief of Army Staff will temper justice with mercy for the sake of innocent people, not anything.
Asuko, I mean, you've heard BK, but this trend, while you react to this video, but this trend of civilians putting their hands, laying their hands on security agents, the military, the police, I mean, what do you say to that?
I don't know how we just started developing this new attitude of any small thing. Just want to descend on our armed forces.
No grief for anybody.
It's not about no grief. It's not where we have people who are outside there. When we are sleeping, they are awake. You know, trying to ensure that we sleep well. Attacking the armed forces or even the police is I don't know where we got this culture, this attitude. We should be able to have this restraint when it comes to people who are men who wear uniforms. And when I mean men and women who wear uniforms. The other day,
some other boy saying, "Don't beat them, stop it. You don't
exactly
on."
Because that person actually knows the implication of what will happen. Because these are soldiers.
Come back.
Because they will definitely come back. Exactly. And I even read the response from the defense headquarters, and it shows that truly they really wanted this matter. They want this matter to be done with, but they want Banex, the owners of Banex, to fish out these boys. But it will be very difficult, very, very difficult to fish these boys out, because I've gone to Banex before. You see all sorts of people. Some people, once you look at them, you know that this one, I'm not sure it has anything called roof over my head. So, but just like you are saying, we just want to appeal to the Army headquarters. We know the damage has been done. The billions of naira has been wasted already. There are so many goods there. So let's just find a way. They have made their point, and let's see how we can just solve this amicably. At some point, those same boys will come back, and maybe by then they will arrest them properly.
I mean, appeals have been made, and we hope the Nigerian Army reconsiders its decision. All right, gentlemen, let's move on.